Chuggalos, welcome back to day 21 of the Brew Crew Podcast Advent Calendar 2025 in conjunction with our homies from the Barrel House. We're almost there. We're almost at the end. The finish line is near, but not before we get to Dogfish Head. Triple Decadence, 15% Imperial Stout. This is a beast. Full disclosure, JT did this beer with Phil and Stev on episode 350 of the Brew Crew Podcast just a couple of scant months ago, back in October. And I bought a 4-pack of this that is currently sitting in my cellar. So it'll be nice to see what this tastes like when it's still young, rejuvenated, vivacious. Rejuvenated doesn't work there, but you understand what I'm saying. So because it's a big stout, let's open it up, let it breathe a little bit, let it bring it up to temp. And again, they're triple Decadence, and as a long-time Chuggalo, as I'm guessing you are, Decadence has a hidden meaning on this podcast. Not even really hidden. Probably the best beer that JT and I have both experienced. Not two levies, even though we joke about that all the time, but is AleSmith 2012 Decadence, which was just a revelation of a beer. So I'm just trying to bring this up to temp. Booze, roasty. High test. That 15% is not well hidden on the nose. It's tough. It's challenging to hide that on the nose. Let's go with some reviews. I'm not going to drink it off camera. Learn my lesson. Let's go with some previous reviews. People, again, we're getting busy. We're getting into the holidays. I already marked myself down for this because I just had it a couple of months ago. We'll see. I'll see if it keeps it honest. Kate has her video loaded. But let's go with the Mortalis Hydra. Look at that. 5 for JT. 5 for myself. 4.75 for Mikey. 5 for Kate. Gimmick Gus with a 4.75. I still love that just kidding score that he did with the helmet nachos. Going back and forth, like what could he do better? I like that. I'm going to document that as a just kidding 5. 2.5 for Phil on the Hydra Smushmallow. Actually, I think that's Stev's score. Sorry, that's Stev's score. Stev was a 2.5. Check myself there. He didn't have any of the scores of the Familia, but we'll get him, I'm sure. Bobby with a 5. That was a surprise. Bobby has been an absolute delight, revelation, and I have no idea where he's going to be at, but it's fantastic how much honesty and conciseness that he can pack in that minute-long review that he does. Also, the InSync towel from last night with JT there. JT was with the InSync towel. That was awesome. Pete with a 4.5. And I'm sure we've got more coming. People are getting better. I'm just going to center line Pete's. But, all right. So this is going to be warm enough for me to take my first sip. Still a little cold. Tobacco. Roasted malt. Big on the tobacco, though. I don't remember it being this big on the tobacco before. I must have had a proper letting it warm up. So I'm just going to keep clutching the goblet. But let's go with Kate and see what Kate seems to think.
Okay, we have day 21. The older sister Chuggalo, younger sister Chuggalo. Mother hiding. Okay, so we've got Dogfish Head Craft Brewery, 30th anniversary triple Decadence, 15%.
Was the green coordinated?
So we
That's going to be the question,
coming
Chuggalos.
in this a little hot, which is good. We have friends. Classic glasses.
These are awesome
Courtesy
glasses.
of the father. Oh, that is thick. Sarah.
It's like right in the glass.
Oh, I know.
Look at the younger sister.
Very thick.
Look how eager she is. She had the glass at the ready. Pour me first. Pour your youths.
All right. Little bit of a foamy, but not much.
I love that, the old pile. Kate.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Maybe they like them more than I do. Ready?
Oh, I can't wait. Rapid fire here.
Oh.
Well, that's not a good review.
All right. So what do you taste, Sarah?
Unicorn tears.
Ellen?
Almost like it's very chocolate. Yeah. Do you taste like
chocolate?
a little chocolate?
Like a coffee overload bitterness on top of a chocolate, and they tried, and it really tastes horrible.
It's trying to be a dark chocolate. It
And it
wants
failed.
to be a dark chocolate.
All right, well, 0 to 5.
Considering I never drink any kind of beer, I'd never do this again. So 0.
Okay, Ellen.
I give it a 3. It's not bad.
That's optimistic. Mother. She took a Bud Light instead, so she didn't want to do it.
She wanted water instead.
What do you want, Mom?
Nope.
Nope.
But very
I'll
positive.
say it's a solid.
This is better.
We'll give it a 1. Not
You
our.
guys are mean.
Not our
Squishless
friend.
over here.
Ellen's gonna drink all of them.
Oh.
Thank you.
So that's
Okay, we have.
That's awesome. Just the blatant honesty. I'm still gonna, because I think Kate watches most of these. Kate, you still owe me, you and Beej owe me a score on the old Numbskull 2016 that Beej did off camera. That's the only video I don't have from Kate and the clan, Kate and Team Smoke Show, all of them. So, okay. So I was reading the description because I'm trying to actually decipher a little bit more. So it's aged in Palo Santo wood tanks. Dogfish Head Let's Get Lost whiskey barrels. So they do their own whiskey, which I didn't know. And Sam Adams Utopia's barrels. So if you don't know about Dogfish Head was acquired by Sam Adams in 2019. Sam Adams has a huge part in my craft beer journey. So with Cotillion and Mort Subit and Lambics, as I was adjusting, Sam Adams Boston Lager and Sam Adams Light became some of my go-to beers. So we can find out more, and we will, about Dogfish Head from Dogfish Head, or dogfish.com, not Dogfish Head. Sorry, Stacy. Just go to About Us. We're beer geeks with a music problem. We're analog for beer in a digital age. That's interesting. So that tells me that they hearken to how beer used to be made, but they still keep up with new techniques, procedures, and they keep up with the game a little bit. We take what we do seriously, ourselves not so much. But most importantly, we make off-centered goodness for off-centered people, and there's a whole mess of us. So that's awesome. And that's just it. So it started in June of 95. And I will be full disclosure. I want to look in my favorite beer of all time is Dogfish Head 120 minute. I buy it as soon as I see it. I don't care the price point. I have multiple people buy it for me because it's terrible to buy in the state of Ohio. And so then we'll go back more to the brewing. So in 2019, the owner, who we just saw a picture of, Calagione, had informal talks with Jim Cook, co-founder of Sam Adams. And they sold it in May of 2019 for $300 million. And as a part of the merger, Calagione and his wife Mariah converted their stock into Boston Beer stock. So, again, Worldwide Stout, which we're having, 120-minute raspberry strong Fort, or Forte. It is not Forte, it's Fort. Are highly alcoholic, 18 to 20%. So, again, the extreme beers is the way to put it. Same with like Sam Adams Utopias, which JT and I did on the first day of the Advent calendar to kind of hearken this journey. Dogfish Head is right there by pushing the envelope on higher grav, strong ales, and bottle conditioned IPAs like you get with 120 minute. So this beer, I had this batch. As it's warming up, it's mellowing out a little bit. So this is one where when it was cold, all you got was alcohol and tobacco. And even as it's warming up and we're approaching the 10-minute mark of cracking it and going with it, it's adjusting. I should get a thermometer and almost temp it just to see. It's mellowing out, but like what exactly am I tasting? I don't. It could be like that pull from the Sam Adams Utopias, which Sam Adams Utopias this last year was 30%. 30 Dogfish and triple Decadence. Just seeing what I can get from like a beer advocate. Yeah, roasted malts. What I've said. I don't know what Palo Santo wood tanks are. but the whiskey barrels, the whiskey doesn't seem like a mellowed out, or it's a very like high grav whiskey without just being like mellowed out. And they're incredibly intricate. Sweetness factor. Am I getting sweetness? I don't know if I'm getting sweetness. It's just such a mystery to me. But as it warms up, this is where, like in the last couple of years, I would drink straight from the bottle. I would drink everything like super cold, stone cold as room temperature. But it's awakening different adjuncts and different flavors and components that the brewmasters that they want you to get from. There's a reason that it's stored in 3 different vessels before it's bottled and sent out, and that is all weighed out, and those are educational choices. Off the Top Rope, again, I said before when I had it in October of 475, it's just such a good beer, and it's super complicated, and I don't have the language or latitude with word-wise to do this beer justice. I just know that as it warms up and it gets rid of, it mellows out a little bit, those alcohol notes are superseded by the signature and what the brewmaster wants. So Off the Top Rope, a 475. I'm right there with it still. And what I want to do is go back to, we've got 3 days left after today. We've got an amber ale blend, and then we go straight fire with the Mushu Shoo. That's JT's pick, which that's going to be divine. And then that Masthead Sunkiller, which we're rounding out. We're not going out. We're going out fighting. We're going out swinging, and it's going to be a good time. And I'm glad that you're here with us on this journey. Cheers.